Okay, we are live. What's good? My name is Trey Little, the CEO and founder of Buy the Block Detroit. So, what I am doing is buying the abandoned block that I grew up on in Detroit. So it's my childhood block. So far, I have one house and four lots connected to it, and I just reserved two more lots. So, I'm moving real fast. I got support from rappers like Big Sean. Also got support from Royce the 5'9". He's connected with Eminem, trying to get support from Eminem. I also got support from the mayor and the city of Detroit, and people all around the world are tuning in to what I'm doing. So make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm doing all of this like from the ground up. I wasn't the traditional investor or developer that came in with money and said, I want to build in the neighborhood. So when people say, hey, they gonna tear down your project, they might break into it, they might kick you out, they might do whatever, right? They might rob you. I'm not really worried about that because I'm doing it with the people and I have a lot of strategy. So if you want to learn how to buy property, really starting from the ground up with no experience, you can watch this video. So I really started, let's say about last year, I started my Buy the Block LLC, and 6 or 7 months ago, I actually closed on the houses or on the house with the four lots. So everything been moving kind of fast. I did a TED talk. I spoke at a real estate event, and let's see. I mean, people all around the world been buying these shirts that say Buy the Block to support it. So I didn't go in it with family money. I didn't go in it with investors or developers, but I had a lot of my bad. I had a lot of real estate connections that helped me get to where I'm at. And it was really all about my story, my grind, and my hustle. Like, a lot of people try to figure me out. They try to expose me, say I'm making money off of the community, whatever, right? But they don't understand the way that I'm doing this. And I'm doing it from the ground up. So, this is the first episode to this podcast. And I'm really just trying to let people into what I'm doing, right? And how I'm doing it to also help build the people that watch me and help them learn a different knowledge. So I'm on all types of platforms, the news, and I just want to have a place where my audience can come follow and tune in to me directly and get info, right? Directly from me, ask me questions and all that. So I really just wanted to have a platform that's for y'all, right? That wasn't just, oh, you only hear about me when I'm on the news or a TED talk or something like that. And I've done other podcasts. I'm always featured on podcasts, but I really want to have a home to where I do these updates. And it might be weekly. So I'm thinking about getting on here. I don't know. I might do the next episode Friday. But I just want to talk about how I kind of started in my journey. I grew up in this abandoned neighborhood, and it was a lot of crime. It was a lot of, gang wars and all that. But I navigated my way through and found out how to survive by utilizing the people that was around me and learning how to hustle, learning how to carry myself, learning how to get respect from the people in my community. And that's what really helped me become who I am today. My social skills, everything that I learned. So now that, I'm back from traveling and learning real estate, I think I'm in a good position to really help people learn. So I knew I wanted to get money, right? So I was a touring artist, a touring rapper. I was traveling on the radio all around the country with a band. And then when I came back in 2020, everything crashed. And I was like, man, I need to figure out what to do. So I got on TikTok, hit 1.4 million followers, 1.5 million followers. And I was like, I need to figure out how to really take this audience and not just make videos and make music, but also build a foundation and generational wealth, right? For family and all that. So I learned stocks, and then I learned crypto, and then I was like, I got to learn real estate. So start a business, learn stocks, and then real estate. That's how people really get wealthy. And you see a lot of impoverished communities, and I'm like, man, a lot of people where I'm from don't really know how to build wealth in a sustainable way. So I started really trying to learn, and that's what brought me on this journey to buy the block. And it's been good so far. A lot of good things happen. So with this podcast, I'm really hoping to give value. So people can ask questions. Like, I'm live right now. People can tune in. They can ask questions. And I'm going to start probably doing like a call-in segment as well. And then I had guests on there and all that. So it's going to be lit, but it's going to be a vibe. I got my wine. I got my hookah. And it's going to be more like a chill session. The thing about me, I'm not the traditional person, like I said. I'm more of a chill person that's figuring this out with the followers and with the people. So But at the same time, it's almost like I'm doing this a very different type of way, but I'm getting a lot of success just by being myself. And I'm trying to show people, like, if you don't have money, it's crazy because when I first secured these properties, I started going to people that believed in what I was doing and was like, hey, these properties cheap in Detroit. Like, I could put up some money for you and just pay me back. You know, you work out the details. So I would encourage a lot of people to have a plan. Get with people that can help you come up with a plan. A business plan is so important, but I did real bad in school, D's and F's and all that. So I'm like, who can help me with a business plan? So I found somebody to help me do that. And people just really believe in the vision. And when you say you're going to do something, do it. Get with a mentor. Get with somebody that know the game, that know the business that you're trying to get in. That's really the first piece of advice that I got. Like, if you're somebody growing up in a struggle, really get around somebody and do the dirty work, right? Make runs, go do coffee runs, right? Print papers, but that'll get you in the building. And once they see that you're serious, you start learning the business. You start soaking it up like a sponge, and do that as young as you can. Do that as early as you can. And if you got a job, you got kids, work that job, and when you get off, try to make yourself available for people you can learn from, you know? That's really like one of my biggest pieces of advice. So right now I have my hookah. The flavor is Irish peach mint. So I don't know, like, I'm not really a big smoker. I'm not a weed smoker for real, but the hookah is a vibe, right? So I like to do that when I'm chilling and relaxing, you know. A lot of business people like cigars. I like cigars too, but the hookah is a vibe. A lot of my Lebanese and Arabic friends smoke hookah. We do business over hookah, so that's more of my vibe, you know. But growing up in Detroit really taught me a lot, for real, for real. It just taught me a lot about the grit and grind. Like, Detroit is one of them places where you don't really get respect until you make it outside of the city. And that's the hard thing about our city. But the good thing about our city is that they really build their resilience. You feel me? Like, when you make it here, you can make it anywhere. They respect you once you cut through. And the respect I got in my city, people be like, you might get hurt or blah blah blah, but it's like, dog, the respect people have for me being somebody who didn't change how I look, right? One of the big things I want to stress to the people that follow me is that as long as you good at what you do, you show up and you get it done, you ain't got to be walking around like, oh my gosh, I bought 5 properties and I'm doing my taxes, you know, whatever. No shade to whoever do all that, but what I want to show my people is that be authentically yourself, because that's the best way people gonna like you. Once you be different, for real, people gonna really start messing with you because you bring something different. When the mayor looked at me and was like, hey, people like you didn't really buy property 10 years ago and we need more people like you, I was like, dang, man. And it was only because I showed up. I had the designer Detroit glasses on, the shades, and jury on, and he was just like, dang, you in this meeting with these lobbyists and all that. Know your work, know your craft. You know what I mean? Know your work and know your craft. And people will respect you for that, I promise you. And people, like I said, people be trying to meet with me and get the secret sauce. Ain't no secret sauce. You just share your story, you put the work in, you go do it. For real, you get out there and you hustle. You go through trials and tribulations. Everybody want to cut corners, but you don't cut corners. You really get out there in the field and you work, you learn, you grind. And I'm really learning my craft for real. And people want to duplicate what I'm doing, but it's about knowing your audience, knowing your people, and going back to the people that follow you and watch you and offering value to them. So, like, where I'm from, people don't even really know how to buy real estate for real, but that's how a lot of people get rich, and I'm teaching people how to do it. You know, it's a basic concept, but it's a lot to learn for real. And on this podcast, I'm going to really break it down in a simple way, every episode that I do and what I learn. Have people with you that can help you read contracts. Have people on your team that believe in what you're doing for real, for real. Don't just, you get what I'm saying? Have people that believe in what you're doing surrounded by you, and don't try to just get around people just to help you out. Build as much as you can on your own, and then you bring that to the table. I got a lot of water in this hose real quick. If you listen, I'm gonna put this on Spotify and all that too, but let me dump this water real quick. really learn your craft. I can't stress that enough. Learn your stuff. Because when I show up, people be looking at me like, man, what is he about to talk about? And it do help to look good. Keep yourself clean, no matter what. Clean, you know what I mean? Look good, smell good, show up and be somebody that inspire the people that you're around. Like, I put the blazer on, I dress up too, and sometimes I just got the regular plain fit on, but at the end of the day, I know my craft, and can't nobody take that away from me. And it's better to be, in a way, underestimated than overestimated. I'd rather people underestimate me than have higher expectations to where when I show up, then they be disappointed. I want people to not know what they expect from me, you feel me? And then I show up and then I'm just boom, 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 on point with everything. But at the end of the day, you gotta take steps. What I learned is do something. Do. You gonna get criticism. I get criticism every single day, but do something. Take steps. Really, it's that simple. Every single day you get up. Take notes on every thought that you have on your iPhone. That's what I do. And do something. Do. Forget the friends. Forget the relationships. Forget trying to impress the girls or trying to impress whatever, right? If you a guy, get up. Grind. Do something. Take those steps. And every step that you take will lead to something, I promise you. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I just started taking simple steps along the way. Posted a TikTok video. I want to buy this house. Somebody said, you should buy it. Well, I don't know how to buy it. Let me ask somebody how to buy it. They said, okay, go on this website and look it up. Once I looked it up, I seen something for sale. You could find a piece of land in Detroit for like $1,000. You know, that is a good amount of money. I don't care how much you make. 1,000 is a lot. You feel me? So put in a lot of work. Show people that you're serious and that you got a plan. Somebody will give you that $1,000. Real talk. Save up. Live with your parents. Live with your mama. Live with your uncle. Live with your auntie. Live with your granny. Live with papa. Whatever you got to do. Save that money up. Get you a house, because that's your asset. That's where that money is going to come from. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for real, because we about to bring that heat and that fire for real, for real. But yeah, look, this By the Block podcast about to be flames. Make sure y'all drop some comments. Check out bytheblockdetroit.com to see what I'm up to. And we about to get it in, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.